Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. So you guys who have been following me over the last few weeks know that things are a little bit rosier than in months past for me. Today, right? I have some art projects going on, and I finally, for the first time since moving to Phoenix, Arizona, have a somewhat good relationship with a girl, right? I mean, I've dabbled with other girls here in the Phoenix area, but for once I feel connected again. And there is one shady side to all of this rosiness. I mean, there are a lot of good things that have been happening, right? The girl, and it's giving me a lot more confidence to speak up for myself, and also the art projects as a second career has made it easier for me to speak up at work. That's the main dynamics of my good news, of good fortunes over the last month. The shady side of things is that my eating could be a little bit better. I've been eating a lot lately, and this isn't the first time that good news has caused me to overindulge a little bit. When I first moved to Seattle, Washington, I took a job at Microsoft. My first couple of weeks there were a disaster in terms of my eating habits. I still remember the day I moved there. It was early June of 2014, and my first day there, my apartment wasn't ready. I had to stay at an extended stay America hotel, and I got really excited. I went out to get a lot of food and wolfed it all down. Went out to get more food and wolfed it all down too. You got to remember, back then grocery stores were actually open 24 hours a day, right? That seems like a luxury these days, right? And then the following week, I had a good week at work, and then June 13th is an anniversary for me, and I also overindulged on that day to celebrate the anniversary. And so for several weeks, I remember every night when I got off work and I was going on my binge attacks, I remember thinking, that's okay, this is only a holiday, it's like Christmas. Yeah, right, except it was Christmas for 2 months in a row, right? And that's when I developed severe binge eating kind of. I never really corrected it until the pandemic, if you can believe. Actually, I made my resolution to correct my eating disorder on January 1st, 2020. And so those first couple of months were kind of adventurous, if I remember correctly. You know, there's not much going on. Actually, my life was kind of in flux at the moment. I had met this girl, and she wanted to move things a lot faster than I did. And I was kind of saying goodbye to my life as a single guy as I knew it. And that was a tough time for me, actually. Well, obviously, 2 months into the resolution, something happened that changed all of that. I went to the store one day, and all my favorite foods were sold out, and this was a good test. And I also got some reprieve from the girl, too. I got to enjoy my time by myself, and she did, too. And for some time, both of us actually enjoyed it that way. And so that was great. There was no bad blood between the two of us. We just realized that we actually enjoyed our lives by ourselves so much better. I don't know what's going to happen with this new girl. I'm trying to not be biased in any way. You know, one of the most awkward things about life is that you always want things that you can't have, whether it be the girl or your space to yourself. You know, 2 months ago I was watching the news, just watching the news, and they were talking about airports. They're going to get these new X-ray machines so that they could identify liquids. So you might be able to bring your drinks or shampoo through airport security again. And I got excited because one thing that I often miss when I fly is aside from water, there isn't much I could drink on an airplane. I so badly want to bring a non-alcoholic beer onto the plane. I so badly want to bring the blueberry juice that I sometimes drink, kombucha, And then I think about it. Do I really need those drinks? I mean, the longest I'm ever gonna fly is probably no more than 24 hours, probably, right? Do I really, really, really need those drinks in a 24-hour period that badly? I didn't think so, and I only quote unquote needed them because I couldn't have them on the airplane. I mean, as soon as I get off, there's plenty of good stuff to drink on the other side. There's plenty of good stuff to drink here in the United States too. I don't know what I'm thinking. I really don't. But I got excited for a moment. When I saw that news story, it almost seemed like it was a cure for cancer or some other big discovery, right? But it almost seemed like gold had gone to $1 million, and I was holding a lot of it. It really did seem like that kind of news when I saw it, only because I couldn't have it, right? Imagine tomorrow on the news. What else can we not have that we really don't need all that much? Imagine there's trying to think a new chemical element that has absolutely no importance, and but it makes great art, but not even as good as bismuth, right? And it has absolutely no scientific importance. It's just trash, right? But it makes somewhat okay art, right? All of a sudden, I'm going to get excited for 2 minutes. I'm going to buy some, make some art. I'll go back to my bismuth, right? And that's the kind of attitude that when I see something I can't have, it becomes the most precious thing in the world, right? You get the idea, right? But unfortunately, I'm in this weird drug-like high again, and every day is Christmas again. I mean, it would be one thing if it were one day, except when you wake up binging and every day's Christmas for months on end. That's when I run into trouble. So I'm gonna try to turn this around, like today, because it's already gone on a little bit too long. This is the Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum.